is going on, Leo? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your reading for the month of August. Now, it's going to be the first half of August, and then I'll probably be back with a mid-month reading for you guys. And Leo, you are first in line because I did not give you a second reading for the month of July. And guess what? It's Leo season. So happy birthdays to all you Leos out there. You know, you'll have birthdays coming up. Also, you have your new moon coming in, so that's probably going to be crazy and intense, right? So we're going to hop right in. This is going to be a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things to help the channel out. If it does not resonate with you, you can always check out your rising or moon sign or one of the previous Leo readings because it may match you now. All right. Also, if you guys don't already follow me on IG, you should. That's going to be at chrisanthony14lbs, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. That'll be in the description. And I do have personal readings open to the public. If you guys want a more personal experience with me, you can email me about that. That'll also be in the description of the video. Let's hop in. Leo, this is going to be your present energy right here. Your main storyline that we're going to be hopping into. And then after that, we'll get your supporting details over here, your futuristic energy on the left side here. And yeah, let's see what's going on, Leo. So at the top, crowning your reading, you have the Ace of Wands, and it's clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. So Ace of Wands energy is talking about some brand new beginnings, a fresh start, some brand new ideas that are going to be coming into you in the month of August. I'm kind of drawn into those the twigs or branches that's kind of starting to sprout on this wand, and how the other leaves are falling away. So I do feel like you're going to have some new ideas coming in that's going to be replacing some old ideas, or new perspectives that are going to be replacing older perspectives that you've held. Maybe about your passions, about what you want to pursue, about your goals. I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a shift of perspective. Maybe you're looking at things a different way because you've found some new information, right? You have some new ideas, new things being highlighted. So I feel like you're going to have the same drive and determination towards the goals that you've already been pursuing, but there may be little ways that you're shifting them or revamping some new ideas. Also, this is talking about growth. I feel like over the past couple of months, you guys have been in a process of growth. Everybody has, especially with this eclipse season that just passed us in July. A lot of older things were just forced out of our life. A lot of older energies that we were holding on to and not wanting to let go were just being eclipsed away, right, and cut out. So I do, with you guys, see that as those leaves that are kind of falling away, right? You see those falling to the ground, and you have some new leaves that are growing in. And this has to do with what you're passionate about. So I do feel like a new drive, a new kick of energy is going to be coming in, right? And it's kind of going to be activating your solar plexus chakra. And you're going to feel that kind of get up energy, that new energy coming in where you're wanting to pursue some things, right? This is going to be a good time for you guys to start and begin some things because we're coming out of Mercury retrograde, right? And everything was moving backwards when it came down to presenting something or starting something or communicating something. Everything was in retrograde, but now that retrograde season is over, right, at the 1st of August, you're going to feel that almost like slingshot energy, right, where you were being held back in some areas. Now it's going to be a release, and you're going to feel that energy just to move forward quickly. Now, for you guys, it's probably going to be in the realm of your work, right? Whatever you do for finances, whatever you want to build in your financial realm, right? Whatever you want to kind of focus your attention on. This also has to do with your life's work. It also has to do with, you know, what you want to build for your future, like your purpose, right? Your soul's work. And so if you're getting activation in that area, then this is something that you've already been thinking about. You already want to build, you know, you've already been building on, and you're going to be even more focused. You're going to have a new level of focus that's coming in with this Ace of Wands, a new drive and determination that's coming in, that's forcing you, or the universe kind of pushing you to go into this area and build it and continue to build. It's also kind of saying that the time is right now. Like whatever you want to begin in this area, let's say if you've been waiting to start something, some type of new project or some business or a new career path, you've been waiting on the right time. I'm feeling like August is the right time for you. It's a good place to begin something, like I said, right after the retrograde season. Yeah, so let's keep it moving. And then right below that, we have the Four of Wands clarified by the Death card. Four of Wands energy is talking about that stable lifestyle, right? It's talking about bringing stability in your world. It also talks about a relationship, right, with somebody who is an equal counterpart or a business partnership or some type of partnership with the Four of Wands, 1111. This also talks about a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection, right? And you could be teaming up with somebody coming into this new cycle, or you could have a transformation that's happening around a certain relationship that you've been in already, or a certain connection that you've been in already. I think for some of you guys, you have already been connected with a soulmate or connected with a twin flame or something close to that, right? A divine partnership. And maybe it wasn't, smooth sailings, right, is what I'm picking up. It wasn't just a clear cut connection that was just there for your enjoyment. It could have had a lot to do with you learning karmic lessons, could have had a lot to do with you clearing a lot of karma. This is what soulmate relationships usually do, especially if it's twin flame. You could have been triggered a lot with this person that you're thinking about now that I'm talking about it. But it is some type of connection. If you guys are already there, that it's going to be transforming with the Death card. It's going to be a new energy that's coming in. So if you are already in connection with somebody, I don't really feel like they're moving out of your energy. For some of you guys, it just could be a transformation that's happening where the relationship or connection, has less blockage in it. The blockage is being removed is what I'm feeling, and it's going to be to a place where it could be a wholesome connection, right? Or something that actually serves you instead of stresses you out, right? Now for some other Leos, I see that connection could possibly be ending with the Death card, an older connection that, was a soulmate connection. I feel like you could have an ending and new beginning with somebody new, right? That is on that same level. Because I'm seeing the two wands over here, and then you see on the left side, I'm seeing like that was one portal that you walk through with one connection, with one person that you guys learned a lot on this side, but now you're shifting over to this other Two of Wands and walking through that portal. And I feel like it could be a newer relationship for you on this end of the spectrum. That's for some of you guys, but there is some transformations happening around relationships. Also around your view on relationships, your view on love, right? Your view on soulmates. You could be definitely coming into a type of perspective that shifts the way that you love, or the way you share yourself, or the boundaries that you have in love, or what it is that you want in a partner. How are they going to connect to your future? What are they bringing to the table? What do you want to bring to the table? What role do you want to play inside of your relationship? Do you want to be the facilitator, right? Do you want to be the leader? Do you want to, be the supporter, the nurturer? What is it that you want to do? And what type of partner do you want to have? What type of partner matches you more than another type of partner, right? I think you guys have been through a very strong transformation in your relationships, and you've learned a lot, and now you're definitely pinning the specifics into your vision as to who it is that you want. Yeah, that's coming to the surface. So yeah, if you don't have anybody specific in mind, you're definitely just getting the idea in your mind about who it is that you want, right? Like, what type of person do you want? Right. Let's keep it moving. Then we have the King of Pentacles clarified by the Five of Pentacles. King of Pentacles here is talking about finances, material wealth. Okay, sorry, I had to pause for a second, but all right, King of Pentacles energy clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So with the King of Pentacles, I do feel like this is, like I said, talking about your material wealth, how you're thinking about your financial situation that you're in, and the energy that you're taking on is energy of attraction. The King of Pentacles is somebody that attracts abundance, right? He's somebody that's very pragmatic, right? A very good planner. He knows how to set up different systems in order to bring in more finances. So you guys could be thinking about different streams of income that you want to set up just to bring in more finances into your world, or just, like I said, really thinking about your future and the long-term vision or plan that you have for your financial stability, and revamping things, right? Knowing what to work on and what to leave alone, right? Using leverage, getting more information on easier ways to get income in, because the King of Pentacles has the Midas touch, right? He really attracts abundance with ease and also maintains it and continues to grow it with a certain level of ease. He is definitely a hard worker, but he uses leverage, so he works smart and not hard, right? And I feel like you guys are taking on this type of energy when it comes down to your finances. And you have the Five of Pentacles here, which does mean that someone could be being left out in the cold. Maybe this could be you leaving some other people out in the cold because you're wanting to focus on your finances. Or if this is a new season for you where you're attracting more abundance, I feel like there could be some people that you're not allowing to partake in the abundance with you. I don't know. Maybe some people just don't deserve to partake in that abundance because they left you out in the cold. Maybe when you didn't have the finances or you didn't have the financial abundance, now that the tables are turning, you're choosing to leave them out in the cold. But I do feel like for some of you guys, you could have been left out in the cold, or you could have felt like you were in a place of lack, because the Five of Pentacles does represent lack, right? And you could have had a lack mentality, right, that kept like a cycle of lack or hardships in the financial area. But you are coming out of that mindset and you're making a leap, like a total jump out of Five of Pentacles energy into King of Pentacles energy. Those are two like opposite ends of the spectrum. The Five of Pentacles is the lowest of abundance, the lowest of financial security, right? Where you feel like you don't have any security at all. And then I feel like you guys are making a shift in your mindset to take on the more King of Pentacles energy. And this is the law of attraction, right? Where you can physically be at the Five of Pentacles, but you're not thinking of yourself as the Five of Pentacles, right? Even if you don't have all the abundance you want right now, you're not focusing on the lack. You're focusing on the opportunities for abundance and what you want, right? What you want to bring in. What kind of car do you want to drive? What kind of career do you want to have? How much do you want to have in your bank account every month, right? Where do you want to live? And you're choosing instead to focus on that energy instead of looking around like, oh, well, I don't have this. I don't have the type of car that I want to drive. I don't have the type of money that I want to have. I can't go travel. I can't go, this is that Five of Pentacles energy where the person that just complains but doesn't do anything about it. And like I said, it has a lot to do with mindset, because if your mindset is stuck on what you don't have, you won't have any determination or energy to build something that you actually do want to have. But you have the new perspective that's coming in, the new determination, right? The drive that's coming in to build something. And this has to do with the certain set of mindset, not certain set of mindset, but the certain mindset that you're taking on. And I like how he has his eyes closed, right? He's not looking around at what's happening right now. He's thinking of what's going to be in the future. So some of you guys are not even, too focused on the present moment because you know where you're headed, right? You're not focused on the things that are going wrong right now because you know they have little to do with where you are going to be at. And a lot of times we have to do that. Even though you don't, it's not a mechanism of escaping the present moment. Like you're very aware of what's happening on your present moment, but you know it's not going to be here for long. It's a temporary phase if you're in a place of the Five of Pentacles of lack, right? Where things are not coming through or things are not happening financially. You're thinking about where things are going to be, what you're working on, right? You're focused. So I like this, Leo. Right underneath this, we have the Sun card clarified by the Ace of Wands energy. So the Sun card is here talking about this brand new cycle, right? Of positivity, of optimism, of growth, of fertility, creativeness, right? New level of spirituality, playfulness, enjoying life. And also this new perspective that comes in because you're seeing the light shed on certain areas of your life that maybe you didn't see before. And this does have a lot to do with your growth. You've been growing, right? And realizing certain things about yourself, realizing certain things about the nature of reality, about the people that are around you, about your environments that you've been in, right? And I do feel like you're choosing to focus on something new with this Sun card and the way that the little child is looking at something else, right? Something has caught your attention because light is being shined on or being shed on a certain area that I feel like you didn't see before. So you're looking over like, okay, what's this? Wait a minute. And this certain new thing that you're seeing is making you passionate. Ace of Wands again. You have the Ace of Wands at the beginning, but it's here again talking about this passionate approach that you're having on something brand new, right? This is the potential that you see in this new thing that has come to light in the month of August. And you're like, wait a minute, like, I need that. I need to work in that area. I need to be in this field. I see myself doing this. Like, I feel a connection, a soul connection with this type of activity, this area of work, right? These type of people, this environment. And I feel like it's bringing out a side of you that, hasn't been at the forefront of your life for a while, right? And it does have a lot to do with your inner child. Whenever I see the Sun card, it's talking about something that you connect with, on an inner child level, on a soul level, right? Also has a lot to do with healing of your inner child. And this new thing that you're passionate about is coming because you've done a lot of work on your inner child and you've developed yourself, right? You've gotten over a lot of different issues that you had maybe from childhood and your formative years, that a lot of shadow work that you needed to kind of deal with or face, a lot of demons that you needed to face. And now I feel like this is kind of like a reward that's coming in because of the work that you've done, right? And you see it and you're like, oh, what is this? Wow, this is exactly what I need. This is what makes me feel like myself, what makes me feel unique and free, right? And you're gonna like head in this new direction very passionately. I don't even feel like you guys are going to be thinking about it for too long. This new beginning or this new path is just here. Because I do feel like you've already known this for a long time anyway. But you just didn't have the time or the focus or energy to go this direction, whatever this is that you're going to be doing in August. But now you have it. Now it's kind of like you're tuned all the way in. You're in alignment with your path, with your purpose, and you're wanting to go straight forward into this thing. And it definitely will most likely have a lot to do with your new moon, Leo, right? With your new year that's here for you, which always talks about a brand new cycle around your birthday or just August as a whole. I feel like you're seeing this new thing and it's almost like a gift to you because now it's open, now it's ready, now the divine time is here for you. And yeah, you're choosing to make that leap. with the Fool card, clarified by the Hierophant. You're choosing to take this risk in this brand new area that you see, and it's going to be a brand new beginning, right? And I feel like it just matches you, right? Like, you feel the energy. You see how the Sun card is here shining behind the Fool, and we were just talking about the Sun card. This is what almost kind of pushes you off the ledge, right? Because you feel it, like it just lights your soul up. It's such a connection to your inner child. It makes you just want to leap, and you're just going to be like, you know what, this is it. I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing now. And even if I don't have all the details to it, if I don't know all the minute, details that come along with it, I'm just going to jump and learn how to fly along the way. And I like this energy, especially for Leo season. Like, you're unleashing the lion, right, Leos? And then we have the Hermit card here. So, I mean, not the Hermit. I meant to say Hierophant. So, maybe some of you guys are coming out of Hermit mode and taking this leap. But with the Hierophant, I feel like you guys could be moving away from certain traditions that you've had in the past, or certain traditions that society holds for you and keeps you inside of a certain box where you need to be doing this and you should be focused on that. And if you were an upstanding citizen, you will be doing this every day. It's kind of like you're choosing to color outside of the lines with this Fool card. Like I said, if you've been focused on something that's been very traditional, or what you've been doing for a while now, it's kind of like something else has your attention, and this thing that has your attention could be a little bit unorthodox. It's outside of the realm of structure and order and traditional things and ceremonial things, right? Now, for some of you guys, you could be taking a leap into spirituality, because the Hierophant here could also be talking about spirituality or spiritual practice, something that you want to do inside of the spiritual world, like being a healer or tarot card reader or Reiki practitioner or anything in that area, right? Where you can share your knowledge with other people, and they come to you for, guidance or anything in that area. This is also talking about a counselor, spiritual counselor, or spiritual teacher with the Hierophant. So some of you guys could be taking that risk on that. And then on the other end of it, because I see so many different scenarios, there's some people who could be taking a leap on a commitment with this person that I was talking about, right? This person that you feel is like your divine partner or your soulmate. You could be wanting to take a risk with them, if it's somebody new that's coming in, or somebody from the past that has made a transformation. They could be wanting to take a risk with you into a commitment, or you with them into a commitment or marriage, or moving in with each other, or just being, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever that could be. But the Hierophant is talking about a commitment. So however it matches with you, that's how you want to take it. Let's go into your future energy, Leo. We have the Nine of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. So Nine of Cups here talking about wish fulfillment, right? Coming in. Something that kind of makes you feel content, right? You see how his arms is crossed. Hold on, let me move up. Yeah, so there's a certain level of contentment that's here, because you've gotten some wish that you've been maybe thinking about for a while and dreaming about, and you're manifesting it into your world in the month of August, maybe towards the middle of August, or right after the new moon. It's kind of like you get it, and I do feel a certain level of like a smirk like you have, like, I knew I was going to get this, like I knew that the day would come, right? Or you're just totally fulfilled. You're like, wow, I can't believe, like, this is all I need right here. This is what I've been waiting for. right? But there's a certain level of where you're not really sharing it with a lot of people. You're just taking it all into yourself. Like, you're feeling the contentment, you're feeling the happiness, right? The fulfillment, and you're just like wanting to just enjoy it yourself is kind of what I'm feeling. Because the Seven of Swords here talks about kind of flying under the radar, not letting anybody know your movements or what's happening in your life, right? You're not broadcasting or gloating the happiness that is coming into your life in some type of area. You're just taking it all in for yourself. Like, maybe later on you'll share it with other people, but I do feel like you're kind of going to keep it under wraps because you just want to enjoy it for yourself first before you put it out there to the public and share it with everybody else. Now, I do feel like for some of you guys that are going to be walking into this new partnership or this relationship, you're definitely wanting to enjoy it for yourself before you just get out there and say, hey, I have somebody new to your family or to your friends. You're just wanting to enjoy each other before you change your Facebook profile to in a relationship, right? Or before you start posting pictures online or just going to visit the family. I do feel like you guys are just enjoying each other's company. Or if this has to do with a new path that you've chosen to go down, you're just not putting it out there and broadcasting it. You're just like, this is for me, this is my reward, this is my, path, and I'm just gonna enjoy doing this and be in my own zone. And I do feel like later, you're gonna be presenting it to everybody, but at the moment, you're just wanting to keep it under wraps, I think. Maybe because it's so brand new and it's still in the stage of development, and you don't want to, just ruin that development by having everybody else put their 2 cents in or give you different ideas or say what you should do or shouldn't do. Yeah, you're protecting this newfound path or newfound love or connection or whatever it could be for you. Um, and then we have the Page of Wands clarified by the Empress. So Page of Wands energy talks about some brand new beginning, right? These new ideas that I was talking about with the Ace of Wands that are coming in, and you're taking the time to look at it very closely with this new thing that you're fired up about. You see how he's kind of sizing it up. He's looking at it, look at the dimensions, see what new growth is there, right? Thinking about how he's going to present it, how he could change some things, and this is kind of what I feel like you're doing with this new project or new path that you're taking on. You're going to start to look at more of the details in it, and even though you're fired up and passionate about it and you're taking a leap on it, you are along the way looking at the small little details and making sure you don't miss anything. Right? Clarified by the Empress card. So the Empress energy is the very attractive energy that is abundant, almost like the King of Pentacles that I was talking about. So if you're taking on the Empress energy, right, it's somebody who is a ruler, first of all, because she rules the empire, but she is the nurturer of the tarot, right? I feel like you're going to be nurturing this new project or nurturing this new connection, which is why you're taking the time to look at the details. You're wanting to keep it under wraps a little bit because you're going to be in nurture mode. Like, where can this grow? Where can this go? How can I nurture this and bring it to full growth? The Empress, that's what she does, right? She looks at the empire and sees how she can bring the feminine aspect to it, right? So if the emperor looks at the empire and sees how he can bring the masculine aspect to it, then he's just focused on the overall growth of the empire. And how much do we need? What can we cut out? What do we need to leave alone? How many soldiers needs to be here for my force? I'm talking in symbolism, but the Empress comes and she's like, okay, what can we do to make this building look better? The details, right? What can we do to make the people happy in the kingdom, in the empire? Like, what can we do to entertain them? How can we bring about, a loving community? She's looking at the details. So this is kind of the energy that you're taking on, the Empress energy, more so than the Emperor. You're looking at the details with this new beginning. And this is why it's going to grow so well for you, because you're choosing to nurture it into growth and let it grow. You're letting it grow organically through nurturing it instead of, forcefully making it grow. And that's what I feel with this sun energy. Okay, so next up we have the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Knight of Swords. Now you could be dealing with an air sign, Leo. If you are connecting with someone, they could be taking on that air quality, very logical, very mental. They want to have a mental connection with you, right? You could like them because of the sharp mind that they have. They could like you because of the passion that you bring and the personality that you have. But I think you could definitely like the way that their mind ticks if you're dealing with the air sign. This could also be you taking on the air quality or the Queen of Swords energy. We are very short with people, very calculative, very detached emotionally. And you're looking at the end goal. But you do have the Knight of Swords coming in, so somebody is coming in to present something to you or to communicate with you, and you could be very short with them. Air sign could be coming in. But even deeper than just being short with somebody, it looks like you're definitely just looking at the details of it all. Like, you're being very direct with communication, and you want whoever is coming in with you to be direct with you and not beat around the bush. The Knight of Swords is very quick moving, so whoever could be coming in is coming to communicate quickly with you, but you are like, okay, be direct as possible because I will cut you out. Like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up. It's almost like a face-off that could be happening too, with somebody that is coming in. I don't. One second, let me take this in. Yeah, I don't know. I do see this as kind of like the same energy almost. You and somebody else is having like the same exact energy because it's just lining up perfectly. And you're very logical in your approach. This could be the person that you're teaming up with, and you're at the Queen of Swords position, they're at the Knight of Swords position. So they could be one step lower down than you, maybe, or vice versa. But you guys think alike and you see things the same way and you have the same perspective and you're attracted to each other's mind. And it could possibly be like a standoff before it comes together and actually works the way that it's supposed to, because you two could definitely be stubborn. So I do feel like you're facing off with this new person, but this new person, um, I feel like has a lot to offer, and you definitely don't want to underestimate them if you could be possibly doing that, or they don't want to do this to you because this person is coming in as a Knight of Swords, but they're only presenting themselves as a Knight of Swords. I feel like this person is actually a king that's coming in to connect with you, but you could just be seeing them as a knight because of the way they're presenting themselves. But I feel like they're only presenting themselves that way because they're testing the waters with you, seeing exactly who you are. But they're like royalty. is what I feel like. They're really a king. It's almost like a king of swords that's presenting himself as a knight of swords. And you kind of, I think you're going to be able to see through it, but at first you're going to be like, okay, who are you? Like, are you a knight? Really? And you know, this is not gender specific. It's man or woman, man or woman. But yeah, I feel like at first you may not think that this person is on your level. And they're kind of fooling you a little bit and playing along with it, with you thinking that they're just a knight, but they're actually a king. And you're gonna figure it out. I don't know. That's for some people. But yeah, let's wrap it up. We had the Six of Pentacles clarified by the Seven of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So some type of equal give and take is coming in, right? Equal partnership. I feel like with this new person, they're wanting to offer you something. They're wanting to, give and receive on an equal level. And they want you to give and receive the way that they're wanting to do that. I think this is what you're looking for too. Somebody that will give to you the way that you give to them, because you are quite a giver inside of love, Leo. Um, and you want somebody to match you with that. But there is some Seven of Wands energy, some defensive energy here, um, as it pertains to this King of Pentacles energy. So you could be either dealing with a air sign or earth sign, because there's a lot of air and earth here. Also fire sign, just like yourself. Um, But I feel like on another level, you guys are kind of defensive when it comes down to your finances. You're willing to fight for your finances and fight for your financial stability, and to be in a place where you are the lender and not the. I mean, where you are the, yeah, where you are the lender and not the borrower. Because maybe you were in a place before where you were the borrower, so you're fighting, putting all the energy you can into becoming the person that is the lender. That is abundance, that is abundant, because you know that's where you're supposed to be. Yeah. So I'm definitely, yeah, picking up all that. There's a lot going on for you guys in August. Inside of love, inside of brand new beginnings, new projects, and finances. So I'm going to wrap it up right there for you guys, Leo. Hopefully that resonated with you. If it did, you can comment, you can subscribe, like, share, all those good things, and I will see you guys mid-month.